My name is Lucas and this is the brand new Bambu Lab A2L, and unlike basically every other review you've probably seen so far, I actually went out and bought this with my own money, so it's no free unit, not even an affiliate link down in the description, at least not to Bambu Lab. And since you most likely have either seen tons of other videos regarding the A2L or at least are a lot more familiar with the original Bambu Lab A1, if not, you should definitely check out the link down in the description where I talk a lot more regarding the Bambu Lab A1 and the Bambu Lab A series of printers in general. Because that will save both of us a lot of time in this video, since this basically is just a larger version of the Bambu Lab A1. And although I've only had a few weeks of testing, the only worthy thing I have found regarding this A2L is that you should really get the cutting module to make the purchase worth it. But just to be clear, I absolutely love Bambu Lab's A series printers. I think that Bambu Lab A1 is the best first printer and the best first printing experience you can possibly get, and I will also still think so by the end of this video. Just to complement all the other videos and all the other information that is already out there, including all the leaks that I have also talked about myself, I want to focus on the top 5 things I wish I would have known before buying the Bambu Lab A2L, which are things mainly based on my own personal experience, but also a few things that you cannot find out online, or at least that you would not think about, although you have all the information right there in front of you. Okay, so first things first, and something that I think you might have already noticed. This thing is massive, and although my wife would disagree, that is not always a good thing. You might already know from all the marketing material that this has more than double the build volume of the A1, which is great for cosplayers who are printing like massive helmets and who want to print them in like one piece, or if you're just like me who want to print like massive decorative characters, just like the ones I have here on my shelf. But I would say that this only applies to you if 1. Either you're okay with having all your items printed in one color, or 2, you will still print it in one color, but then you will actually paint it yourself. But that is just not something for me, so as soon as I see these massive printing times and waste for my multi-color prints on the A2L, I just get extremely discouraged, especially since we already have some absolutely amazing tool changers on the market as well. But this is just a side note and personal preference from myself, and of course not something that would apply to everyone, but something that will apply to everyone regardless of what you're actually printing on your A2L. That is the enormous footprint of this machine, especially if you're having an AMS Lite or just a normal AMS unit installed next or on top of the printer. And in my personal situation here, I do have this customized 3D printing rack, and each of these columns are 80 centimeters, which has been custom made for me and for my H series printers with a dual rack AMS on top. I thought that that would be by far the biggest combination of printer and printing accessories, or AMSs, that I could possibly need. Now the A2L technically would also fit here even with the AMS Lite on the side. The website do claim that this is going to take 787 millimeters, so we do have a 13 millimeters to spare there on the side. But that is not including the waste bin or the poop chute or the poop collector that you would put on the side that will then collect all the filament waste that the A2L would just like sling out on the left side of the printer. So I actually had to install this top rack mount that I printed out from Maker World, of course. Next up on my list is my absolute favorite thing about this entire printer, or this entire creative playground as Bambu Lab call it, and that is the cutting module add-on kit. Now I'm not entirely sure why, but it seems that almost no other 3D printing review online put that much love into this cutting module, which I would argue is like the #1 reason for why you should even get the Bambu Lab A2L in the first place. place. Now, sadly, I have not had time to play around with this module, at least not as much as I would like, because at the time of purchase, although I ordered my unit literally 15 minutes after it got on sale, the cutting module upgrade or the combo kit was all sold out from their Asian website. But thankfully, my good friends over at 3D Mart once again stepped up and saved the day. So if you are located in Taiwan, Hong Kong or Japan and ever are in need of any kind of extra 3D printing accessories, and of course also 3D printers themselves, please do reach out to 3D Mart and they will make sure to take care of you and assist you with everything you could possibly need. So with the cutting module add-on, of course you can cut whatever you would like to cut, like stickers or vinyl stickers, or I don't really know what I would want to cut. But what makes me extremely excited is this pen module that you put on the cutting module that you put on the 3D printer's extrusion head. We're gonna cover this in a lot more detail in some future videos, so if you're interested, please do remember to subscribe to this channel to stay updated. If you're not interested, don't worry, we're not gonna spend that much time on this, but all I can say is I am extremely excited to try out this pen module, just because I have super shitty handwriting and I cannot draw or paint myself. So now, hopefully, finally, with a little bit of a practice and a few Bambu Suite tutorials, which is a completely different app compared to Bambu Studio, we will hopefully be able to figure this out together. But again, I think that might be a topic for another video. Now, this next thing about the A2L is actually something that I personally did know before making the purchase, and that is that this is basically just a larger A2L. Not necessarily a bad thing, in fact, it's an amazing thing 2 years ago. Other than supporting this like cutting module add-on, which again I absolutely love, you won't really notice anything like second generation with this printer. Now, on the website, Bambu Lab do mention pro scale stability, adaptive vibration compensation, and a granular damper, which is something. And they also go so far as claiming that this is a bed slinger as stable as Core XY, which is basically like all their other more expensive, more premium printers, where the bed just goes up and down and doesn't sling like this bed slinger, which in theory and also in practice just makes a much more stable printing experience. But based on my tests, which feature the exact same style of print as in their own official advertisement, which is a 3D print of Taipei 101, this is not as stable as a Core XY printer, at least not as stable as their own H2D, which printed this exact same module without any issues whatsoever, although I did cheat a little bit and I used my BQ frost plate on my H2D, which again is the #1 build plate I recommend for any kind of printers. But don't get me wrong, I am sure that there are tons of very amazing and useful features and upgrades in this printer, and I am sure that these granular dampers, whatever that is, do a lot of work, but it's just not something that you will feel or that you will notice yourself. It just feels like this offers a solution to a problem that you don't have on your A1 printers, because it's not large enough to have these kind of issues that all these new upgrades actually solves. So basically all of this can just be replaced with, it still works just as good as the already existing Bambu Lab A1. For a little bit more information and disclosure, I did try this Taipei 101 print twice on this printer. The second time I even customized the print myself, added some extra brims to this design. Still did not help on the A2L, but my point is not necessarily Taipei 101. My point here is that since this is a larger printer marketed as full auto calibration for instant out-of-the-box printing, specifically for large-scale projects that is as stable as Core XY printers, I would be very disappointed myself to find out that that is not always the case, especially where another Core XY printer from the same brand printed out the exact same file straight out of the box and actually delivered on the same promise. And last but not least, circling back a little bit to the size again and the larger build volume. This is something I haven't seen anyone talking about, and this is honestly the biggest positive surprise I have had regarding this printer. And this isn't even a new feature related to the A2L specifically. This is something called Print by Object in Bambu Studio. So just to bring everyone up to speed, normally your printer actually builds everything on the plate at the same time, layer by layer across the entire build plate. But as you might know, if you do try to print multicolor objects or two single color prints but in different colors at the same time, you're gonna have a terrible experience with all the wasted filaments. But if you are instead using Print by Object, it actually builds each module start from finish from bottom to the top. And this is where this massive build plate suddenly makes total sense, even if you don't print massive helmets or cosplay items. So for this Print by Object to work, each object do need a lot of clearance around it, so the print head doesn't bump into the prints that are already finished when it goes to print the next item on the plate. On a small A1 plate, for example, the need of extra clearance means that you can't really print that much at the same time, or at least not that many taller, larger items at the same time. And this is where it finally clicked for me, and I finally figured out that the A2L is the perfect 3D printer for a very limited number of people. And of course, we do have the same Bambu Handy app and I don't know, millions of free models from Maker World to choose from, which is accessible literally just with a swipe of your finger from your smartphone, and which again makes Bambu Lab at least my #1 recommendation for 3D printing beginners. So yeah, to summarize, this is an absolute amazing printer. I just don't think it's an amazing printer for everyone, and I don't think that you should spend the extra money and wasting the extra physical space in your living room if you don't know you actually need this larger building volume, and if you're not interested in this cutting and pen module, which I do actually think you should be. But again, I think that just comes down to personal preference and maybe not something that you might be that interested in if you're only a dedicated 3D printer. But something that you are going to be absolutely interested in if you are a dedicated 3D printer, that is to subscribe to this channel to make sure to stay updated when I do release more videos regarding Bambu Lab and anything else 3D printed related as well. For example, that dedicated video regarding the Bambu Suite, where we hopefully together will learn everything we need to know regarding the cutting module and learning how to make some absolutely amazing drawings, almost at least all by ourselves. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Lukas. It starts with L as in like, ends with S as in subscribe. Please do both, and see you all in the next one.